Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Read the next hadith, inshallah. Good. Bismillah, tafaddal. Come closer. You got la na'imun or la na'imatun? La na'imatun. Okay, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Here, there's another mention of the hadith of Kawthar. So you wonder that we passed Kawthar already many times before. Why is it being mentioned again? But if you sharp, you'll remember we told you that there are hadith that speak about Kawthar being on the plains of Hashar. And there are hadith that speak about Kawthar being in Jannat. Remember? That's why he brought it again. He did. This hadith, the other hadith is explicit that Kawthar is on the plains of Hashar, and this one is on Jannat Sea. وعن أنس narrated from Anas قال سئل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم was asked ما الكوثر, what is Kawthar? قال ذلك نهر أعطانيه الله في الجنة. There is it. So that is why we have to say that there's a Kawthar in Jannat and there's a Kawthar on the plains of Mahshar, right? Because there are hadith that mention both explicitly, right? So this one referred to the one that is in Jannat, right? Then emphasize a bit of additional information, right? Ashaddu bayadam min al-labani, more severe in whiteness. That's a literal translation. In other words, we say whiter than milk. Wa ahla min al-asali, sweeter than honey. Fiha tayrun. So normally, when you have a beautiful pond or something, then you have birds for ornamental purposes, right? You have birds for ornamental purposes. So فيها طير أعناقهم كأعناق الجزور. You have birds that their necks are like the necks of the bukhti camel. قال عمر إن هذه لنائمة. Then these birds must be enjoying because they are so big and fat. قال رسول الله أكلتها أنعم منها. Right? Nabi Sallallahu then said that if أكلتها, those who will eat these birds, and Amma will even enjoy more than the birds, right? So, okay, two, three things there. We have already been introduced to the concept of the Hawd al-Kawthar, but I told you this hadith makes it quite clear and explicit that in Jannah is also Hawd al-Kawthar. Al-Juzur is a Jama of Jazurun, right? And A'naq is the Jama of Unukun. So these camels are known for a very thick neck. So these birds will be as thick, no, fleshy. Will be fleshy, right? لَنَاعِمَةٌ. So what has Umar said? That if these birds are so big as the necks of a camel, so thick like the necks of a camel, so obviously it will be like a lovely, imagine on the roast, on the braai, whatever, will go down very, very well. So fleshy birds. Allah speak in the Quran. Was it walahmun? Walahma? What is verse in the Quran? What roasted bird? What's it? Walahmi tayri mimma yashtahun. You'll have lovely roasted bird in Jannat, inshallah. Writing to discuss. Then akalatuha. Remember this here. I told you the scale. Fajaratun, fasaqatun, adalatun, saharatun, akalatun is a jama. So it actually means akiluha, right? Remember, akalatuha. So Nabi Sallallahu say, you think that these birds are lovely, fat, and enjoying? You should see the people that are going to eat them. How they going to enjoy it? Subhanallah. Akalatu, yani akalatu hadha tayri, right? I told you all three huruf has got the fatah on it. Just like saharatun. Any, if you can think anybody on scale, fajaratun, akalatun, fasaqatun, all jama scales, ne? All plural scales, ne? It's a jama of akil. So many a times these scales like akil, it can have a normal jama like a jama muzakkar salim, akiluna, adiluna, fajiruna, fasikuna, but also it also comes on the scale here, right? So remember that. So if they are going to be fat and enjoy it, and they're going to have the fleshy, then you can imagine how the eaters are going to be, the consumers. So yeah, he says, yeah, in the Shari, he says, there's an answer to a question. Sometimes you think that remember everything in Jannah is bigger. The trees are bigger, the fruit are bigger, uh, the houses will be bigger, etc., etc. So, if you as a human being is still going to be tiny and puny, how is it? How are we going to cope? So the hadith is saying that human beings will also be made bigger so that they can enjoy more. Remember, your skin is a sensory organ. Huh? Your skin is a sensory organ. So if you've got a bigger sensory organ that you can enjoy more, that's why this comes in some riwayat also that when you go to Jahannam, you'll also be made more bigger because your sensory organ will be made bigger so you can be punished more. So Allah Ta'ala protect us. Okay, read the next hadith. Okay, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وعن بريرة أن رجلا قال يا رسول الله هل في الجنة من خيل? Is there in Jannah any horses? You know, people. There's this Arabic saying وَلِنَاسِ فِيمَا يَعْشِقُونَ مَذَاهِبُ. That different people have different preferences. They have different likes. Certain people maybe they love horses. Some people love cars. Some people love bikes. Some people like motorbikes. Some people love different people just have love different things. So this person probably was very, very fond of horses. So he's saying, Ya Rasulullah, will there be horses in Jannah? Qala inna Allah, qala inillaha. You got inillaha and inillah. What you got there? Inillaha or inillahu? Inillahu, okay. Inillahu adkhalaka al-jannat. فلا تشاء أن تحمل فيها على فرس من ياقوت حمراء يطير بك في الجنة حيث شئت إلا فعلت وسأله رجل. So if Allah Ta'ala enters inillahu, if Allah Ta'ala enters adkhalaka, He enters you into Jannah, then you will not wish an tuhmal that you be mounted fiha in it ala farasin upon a horse min yaqutin hamra'a of red emerald yatiru bika fil Jannah and will fly with you, will take you wherever you wish, illa fa'alta, except that's what happened to him. In other words, what he's saying, whatever you wish for, you'll get it. ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون. وسأله رجل, another person asked, يا رسول الله هل في الجنة من إبل is a camel? قال فلم يقل له ما قال لصاحبه قال. So he did not say for him what he said. يدخل الجنة يكون لك فيها ما اشتهت نفسك ولذة عينك. So he says something different but the same meaning. That if you are يدخل, if you are, if he enters you, يعني يدخل Allah enters into Jannah, يكون لك فيها, in it will be whatever you wish. فيها ما اشتهت نفسك, whatever you wish. ولذة عينك, ولذة you got عينك ولذة عينك there. And the delights of the eye. So in the first part of the hadith, the Bishop said that he'll give you a horse. But in the second part, Nabi Sallam gave a universal principle that in Jannat, whatever you want, you will get it. Although sometimes some people they mention unnatural things, if a person wants this or abnormal things. So normally the ulama gives the answer, they say, look, in Jannat you'll have a tabiyat salima. You'll have a natural, so you won't desire unnatural things. Like maybe people say like this, can you smoke in Jannat? Can you smoke? Or sometimes some people ask, Na'udhu if you maybe you want another a married person's wife or something like that. Funny things people ask. So the to just give you a generic answer to that. The generic answer is this here that in Jannat you won't desire unnatural stuff. You'll have a tabiyat salima. Everybody will have a tabiyat salima. So yes, the things that normal, what people with fitrat salima desire, that is what you'll be granted, right? Read the next hadith. عن أبي أيوب رضي الله تعالى عنه قال أتى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال يا رسول الله إني أشرك الخير الجنة خير قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن دخلت الجنة تفيد الخلق يفوت جناحان قبلت عليه ثم صار بك حيث شئت والنبي قال عليه ليس له طبيب طبيب سورة الظالم ضعف سمعت محمد بن إسماعيل يقول في سورة هذا منكر. Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وعن أبي أيوب قال أتى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أعرابي. Once a Bedouin came to Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم فقال يا رسول إني أحب الخيل. I love horses. So a person is normally infected by his environment. A Bedouin is somebody who lives in the countryside, right? They say, I live in the countryside. I love to be with horses. I love to be with animals. I love, right? I feel الجنة خيل. Is there in Jannat horses? قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن أدخلت الجنة Utita, Ataya Ati Utia Uti, you'll be given. If you are entered into Jannah, if you make it to Jannah, if you are through the mercy of Allah in the Jannah, Utita bi farasim yakutin, you will be granted a horse from emerald. Lahu janahani, to have two wings. فحملت عليه, you'll be mounted upon it. ثم طار بك حيث شئت, then it will fly with you wherever you want. رواه الترمذي إمام الترمذي narrates this particular riwayat وقال هذا حديث ليس إسناده بالقوي, its sanad is not so strong. وأبو ثورة الراوي يضعف في الحديث, is one راوي here, his name is Abu Thawr, is normally considered a weak راوي في الحديث. وسمعت محمد بن إسماعيل, and I heard Muhammad Ismail, who's Muhammad Ismail? Imam Bukhari, ne? Allah Ta'ala take us to him. Right, وسمعت محمد إسماعيل يقول أبو ثور هذا منكر الحديث, he is a unfamiliar in hadith. يروى المناكير, he narrates unfamiliar riwayat. So contrary to his habit, Sahib Mishkaat, he makes some takhrij, he mentions something, he makes some kalam on the ruwat, which is not normally that you normally do in the bigger kitabs. But anyway, our answer to this here is, even if the hadith is a bit weak, in fazail, you can have weaker hadith. Anyway, that's no real new subject matter. Just that whatever you wish, whatever you have in this dunya, which is normal, whatever you have in this dunya, which is normal, you will get it multiple times more amplified in Jannah. Allah Ta'ala make us from among those people that will get it through His sheer mercy, inshallah. Read the next hadith. Right. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وعن بريدة قال قال رسول أهل الجنة 20 ومئة الصف. The people that will go to Jannah from all the ummahs, they will be in 120 sufu. ثمانون منها من هذه الأمة. So 70 from it will be from this ummah. أربعون من سائر الأمم. And 40 and 80, sorry, 40 from the other. So 80 from this ummah Muhammadiyah, and in 40 رواه الترمذي والدارمي والبيهقي في كتاب البعث والنشور. Imam Bayhaqi, etc. narrates the same riwayat in his book, but he got it in Ba'th wa Nushur, right? So this shows you the first thing is that the ummah will be divided from Hazrat Adam alayhi salam's time till the last of the ummati of Nabi Sallallahu into 120 sufu, 80 from this ummah and 40 from the other ummah. There are certain riwayat that speak that give different numbers, but a generic answer for this is the numbers change with the wahi. Every time Nabi Allah Ta'ala sent more wahi, the numbers change, right? Right. So now there's an interesting thing about this. Remember, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the Nabi till the last Nabi. After him, no other prophet will come. So from the time of his Bi'sat till Qiyamah, everybody will come will be included in his ummah. So naturally it follows that his ummah will be the greatest because his ummah will have the largest time frame. Are you with me? That's one thing. They say just a fun fact. They say by 2050, the Muslims will actually be more than the Christians in this world, right? That's the first thing they'll say. They'll tell you because Nabi had a larger time frame, he will be more. The second thing is this year, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he expressed great joy in his great numbers. He wanted his ummah like now, you want your family to be the biggest, you want your madrasa to be the biggest, you want your followers to be the biggest, if you're a sheikh, whatever. Nabi Sallallahu also wanted his ummah to be the biggest. So you must all assist in making his ummah the biggest, right? Must tazawwajul walud al wadud fa inni mukathirun bikum al umam yawm al qiyamah. Marry loving fertile woman because I will boast of my great numbers on the day of Qiyamah. So you must assist Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam having more wives and having more children, right? You understood that? Umar is still shaky. You must marry more women, have more children. فَإِنِّي مُكَاثِرٌ بِكُمُ الْأُمَمَ. Okay, anyway, read the next hadith. Yeah. So this hadith also, yeah, like the previous hadith, it points to the excessive and the great and the huge numbers from the ummah of Nabi Sallallahu. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. One Salim an Abihi narrated at the Tarif al-Salim and he turned his father. قال some باب أمتي الذي يدخلون منه الجنة أرضه مسيرة الراكب المجود ثلاثا. See what he's saying. That the door of my ummah, right? The one that they, so Allah is the sifat, they will enter in its Jannah. His breath is like the travel of a fast horse of 3 days. So what he's saying is like the distance a horse can cover in 3 days. Like we know, we'll do also, inshallah, in Kitab al-Qasr, etc. That Bible Sarj al-Qasri, that ulama say in 3 days you cover the distance of how much? About 78 kilometers, nah? So this means the door of where this ummah will enter Jannah will be 78 kilometers long. That's only the door. You understood that? You got it. Babu ummati, the door of my ummah. Which ummah, right? Alladhi is a sifat of Bab, right? What door? Allah, you understood what I'm saying? So it's mudaf ilayh become usuf, and alladhina become the sifat. Alladhina yadkhuluna with the one they will enter from each Jannah. Arduhu masiratul raqib. His breath is the journey of, right? The journey of Ar-Raqib al-Mujawwad. Jawad referred to like a good quality breed horse, right? Like a pure breed horse, right? Salasan, it travels for 3 days. ثم إنهم لا 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 يضغطون عليه. Then they will be crowded. So it will be so big, but despite it being so big, they will still be like crowded. They will be jostled. لا يضغط. Right? You understand? لا يضغطون عليه حتى كاد مناكبهم تزول. To such an extent that حتى that their shoulders will have difficulty moving. You understood that? Yeah. So actually, you can say one way of translating is just hatta hatta takada manakim tazulu, and to such extent that their shoulders will rub together. So in other words, this is showing, is pointing to the vastness of the ummah of Nabi Sallallahu, that there will be so many that to enter such a huge door also, they will still be jostling and they will be rubbing together, right? Read the next hadith. Right, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وعن علي قال ثم إن في الجنة لسوقا فيها ما فيها شرا ولا بيع إلا الصور من الرجال والنساء فإذا اشتهى الرجل صورة دخل فيها سبحان الله. روى الترمذي وقال هذا حديث غريب. Narrating authority of Ali said Rasul said, "Inna fil jannah ila suqan." In Jannah, there's a special marketplace. In our word, we'll say it's like a cosmetic shop or plastic surgery. What they call it also a chop shop, right? Ma fiha shiran. Remember, this is because there's only two root letters, ne? We'll say it's not ta'anis. That's why it says munsarif, ne? Are you with me? So ma fiha shiran. In this in this marketplace, they won't be regularly buying and selling. How you go, you buy something, you buy milk, bread, you buy clothes. Ma fiha wala bay'un, not selling anything. Illa swar, except there will be swar forms, shapes. Mina rijali wan nisa'i, form shapes from the men and women. فإذا اشترى الرجل صورة دخل فيها. When you want to change your face, you want to have a more beautiful face, you want to have a more handsome face, you can go choose a more handsome face. دخل, you go to the shop. روى الترمذي, Imam Tirmidhi narrates this particular right. وقال هذا حديث غريب, and he says a غريب hadith. Okay, read the next hadith, inshallah. Long one, we'll see if we can finish it. Okay, stop there. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وعن سعيد بن المسيب, narrating the authority of Sayyid Musayyib, أنه لقي أبا هريرة, once he met Abu Huraira. فقال أبو هريرة, as Abu Hurairah said, أسأل الله أن يجمع بيني وبينك في سوق الجنة. Right, so he met him, so he gave him a nice dua. He gave him a nice dua. He said, I'm making dua that Allah Ta'ala gathers me and you in the markets of Jannah. فقال سعيد أفيها سوق, are there marketplaces in Jannah also? I thought we will just get everything we wish, everything we want. What is the idea of marketplaces in Jannah? قال سعيد أفيها, قال نعم, yes, definitely. أخبرني رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, which informed me, إن أهل الجنة إذا دخلوها نزلوها بفضل أعمالهم. We're very the people of Jannah, when they enter it, right? نزلوها, they will enter it بفضل, through the virtue of the actions, right? According to the actions, has this in detail before, that is actually the mercy of Allah Ta'ala, it is His grace that enters into Jannah. If you do any actions, it's not necessary. You can be the most pious person in the world, but it's not necessary that Allah Ta'ala enters you into Jannah. It is that actions of yours will be a means of attracting His mercy. You understand? So when they enter, ثم يؤذن لهم في مقدار يوم الجمعة من أيام الدنيا. Then it will be announced to them in what is the extent of the day Jummah from the days of the dunya. What is saying in this hadith, in this part of the hadith, says the key in Jannah. Remember, time is what is a thing of the dunya. Location, time, gravity, space, containment, all of that is in the dunya. There's no time in Jannah. There is no, Jannah is timeless. So automatically someone will ask, if Jannah is timeless, then what do you mean on the day of Jummah? Like if there's no time, then when is there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Where is the Jummah day? So the answer is there's no time, but like how you get the extent of a Jummah, like how something will be similar like that. You understood what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. Summa yu'adhanu lahum. What is like the equivalent? Yeah, that's the right word you can say. What is the equivalent of the day of Jummah? فَيَبْرُزُونَ. You got it? Uh, ف, sorry. فَيَزُورُونَ ne? فَيَزُورُونَ رَبَّهُم. And then on this day, they will visit the Rabb. I mentioned to you before that the greatest favor in Jannah will be to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَيَزُورُونَ رَبَّهُم وَيُبْرِزُ لَهُمْ أَرْشَهُ. And أَبْرَزَ يُبْرِزُ بَرَزَ. He will make apparent for them his arsh. وَيَتَبَدَّى لَهُمْ فِي رَوْضَةٍ مِّن رِيَاضِ الْجَنَّةِ. And he will appear for them in a garden from the garden of Jannah. Subhanallah, I can imagine like how everybody's sitting and waiting, and now that Allah Ta'ala is gonna come and you're gonna see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Although remember we told you it will not Allah Ta'ala is not it's not like a created thing, like how you see a created thing there in one corner or in the sky, whatever, not like that. However it is, Allah Ta'ala is ghair makhluk. So however it is that ma yaliku bi sha'ni, you see Allah Ta'ala, right? Subhanallah. Look at the reception. فَيُوضَعُ لَهُم مَنَابِيرُ مِن نُورٍ وَمَنَابِيرُ مِن لُؤْلُؤٍ. It will be placed, it will be erected for them, manabiru, pulpits of light, and pulpits of pearls, right? وَمَنَابِيرُ مِن يَاقُوتٍ. Pulpits of emerald. وَمَنَابِيرُ مِن زَبَرْدَجٍ. Zabardaj is also a precious stone, painted stone, right? ومنابير من زبرجد ومنابير من ذهب ومنابير من فضة. Thrones, places that you sit on from gold and silver. ويجلس أدناهم وفيهم دني right. ويجلس أدناهم وما فيهم دني على كثاب المسك. So the lowest ranking on Jannati, the lowest one, yeah, obviously, according to your Amal, you'll be on either pearls or emeralds or gold or silver. The lowest ranking one will وَيَجْلِسُ أَدْنَاهُمْ وَمَا فِيهِمْ دَيُّنٌ. While there's no low ranking person who sit right على قُضْبَانِ الْمِسْكِ وَالْكَافُورِ. He will sit on a heap of musk and a heap of camphor. So this word here, I tell you, وَيَجْلِسُ أَدْنَاهُمْ وَمَا فِيهِمْ دَنِيٌّ. It's obvious that everybody can't be the same. Everybody can't have the exact same thing because we know people's a'mal are different. Some people were lazy. Some people made more effort. Some put fasted throughout the year. Some people woke up from tahajjud. So everybody can't be on the same platform. So that's why there will be farqi maratib, right? That's the one thing. But then at the same time, remember in Jannah, there's no pain, there's no regret, there's no regret, there's no pain. So normally a person is always grieved and pained when he sees something better than him. So here he's saying, وَمَا فِيهِ دَنِيٌّ. There's no lowliness, there's no lowliness there. To say that you are lower than me, you then lesser a'mal. I tell you, a person will not perceive his position to be lower than anybody else. A person will not perceive, he will think that he's the best of what would he think? He's the best of. That's what it ibarat means. You understood? So, so the lowest person will be sitting on mounds and heaps of musk, camphor. Right. ما ما يرون أن أصحاب الكراسي بأفضل منهم مجلسا. You got ما يرون or ما يرون. What you want? Huh? يرون. يرون. So yeah. Okay, then you say they will not be shown. They that أن أصحاب الكراسي, that the people that are on the formal chairs بأفضل منهم مجلسا is higher than them. In other words, in their mind, they will not be, oh, these people are higher than us. They made more actions. They will just enjoy what they have. They will just enjoy what they have because there's no grief, there's no pain, right? So Abu Hurairah said, قلت يا رسول الله وهل نرى ربنا? Will we actually see our Rabb? Maybe he had doubt because in the Quran it says لا تدرك الأبصار وهو يدرك الأبصار وهو اللطيف الخبير, etc. So when we see our Rabb, in other words, when this actually happen, قال نعم هل تتمارون في رؤية الشمس والقمر ليلة البدر? Do you doubt in the sighting of the sun and the moon, the full moon on the 14th night? قلنا لا. قال كذلك لا تتمارون في رؤية ربكم. You won't have difficulty, you will have no doubt. Some riwayat say لا تضارون. You not harm, you not jostle. Some say لا تضامون, right? So riwayat, you will, here you say tumaruna means doubt, you won't jostle, right? You will not في رؤية ربكم in seeing your رب ولا يبقى في ذلك المجلس رجل إلا حاضره الله تعالى محاضرة. There will be nobody in that majlis. There will be nobody among that people except Allah Ta'ala will come to him, right? إلا حاضر الأحد حتى يقول الرجل منهم يا فلان ابن فلان أتذكر يوما قلت كذا وكذا. Allah Ta'ala will say to this person, Ya Fulan, oh son of so and so. Just on this point here also, where the ulama say that you must, when you give name your child, or give good names, give, because even that will be your name in Jannah. Ya Ismail ibn, Ya Luqman ibn Shu'aib, whatever. Even on Qiyamah Day, you will be called by that name. Now people want to give fancy names. They want to give Sophia, and they want to give what's the other ones called. Nowadays, they're more worried about must sound. The names must sound very English-like. Must sound English-like. Rubina, Sophia, and all. I was just going to my phone. So I would say, "How's the name Sophia?" I say, "Why? Why you want to give them Sophia? Give a nice sunnat name, a name from the Quran. So you, when people come to you, people will come to you a lot of times, inshallah, when you qualify also, they'll come to you, they say, how's this name? How's that name? What must you do? You encourage them to give Quranic names and sunnah names, like how the Quran, the hadith say, Abdullah, Amatullah, Abdul Rahman, etc. The names of the Anbiya, alayhi salatu wa taslim, the names of Sahaba Ikram. So you encourage that also. You encourage that. So yes, if they insist they want to give, we will do also. I don't know if you've done it already in Mishkaat Shareef. There is also a chapter about giving names and all that type of thing. There'll be some change. People, those Sahabiyas that had not so good names, names that had bad meaning, etc., etc. So you do all that usul there. Okay, time is up. We'll continue. But anyway, the point I'm saying is that your name in the dunya, that will also be your name in the akhirah. So when you tell the people, when you give your son, your daughter this name, remember, this is the name by which they will be called also in Akhirah. So you don't want to say Sophia and what's the other ones they're giving? All the, huh? What? Nadia Maya, what? Inaya May and all that stuff. So give nice Sunnah names. Anyway, we stop there, inshallah. Same link, we'll continue with the here.